Again, my name is Dean Taylor, and this is my story. My partner, Bill Sabatino, and I moved to Scottsdale in 2009. And unknown to us, Bill's recurring medical problems were worsening over time. He had indigestion, stomach pain, constipation, loss of smell, smaller handwriting, little or no smiling, the immobile arm when he was walking, and shuffling gait. Does this sound familiar? It's a long list. But apparently not to many doctors that we consulted. And I want to be clear, I'm not bashing the medical profession as it stands today. I'm saying we have room for improvement, and I hope that that does happen. We all need to have the diagnosis sooner. At any rate, neither the doctors nor the diagnostic testing confirmed anything wrong with Bill. Bill believed they were right and was an obedient soldier and forged onward through his discomfort and pain. As for me, I take a very different approach. If I go to the doctor with a complaint, I will listen to the suggestions, take the medication if necessary, and then I do have that check back where I say, I should be better. I should be getting better. And there's a reasonable amount of time, it's hard to explain, but it's a reasonable amount of time where that should be happening. Or I try another doctor. And I think that's something you should look at. It's not to say don't give a reasonable amount of time. It's to say that you ultimately want to be feeling better or something isn't right. In Bill's case, I had to work on him to do that. In our case, Bill's list kept growing. Low blood pressure, brownouts, a blackout in the bathroom. He actually fell backwards and hit the toilet, breaking the toilet tank. We thought he was still okay, but he wasn't. Finally, in 2015, I noticed that Bill was losing his voice. He has almost like a broadcaster's quality of voice. And he was getting very breathy up like this. And it was a dramatic change. So I said, Bill, we've got to go to another doctor. We've got to find out what's wrong with you. Luckily, that doctor referred us to a movement disorder specialist, and then he was diagnosed with PD. We were both reeling from that diagnosis. We had done everything right, didn't we? We took care of ourselves. We ate well. We drank water. We exercised, plenty of sleep, go to the doctor, go to the dentist when it's necessary. We were two gay men who had lived for decades in the metro New York area. We had survived the Con Edison blackouts, the nor'easters, the stock market crash, the AIDS crisis, 9/11. And yet, this was not something we could solve. We had a plan to get older together, but we didn't plan on getting sick. Bill faced death and now faced mortality, his own mortality. I feared every outcome that was to happen to us that I could imagine. Thankfully, I sat down calmly and tried a meditation, and the answer finally came to me in a period of time. Fear not. That was the biggest hurdle and challenge that we had. Fear. We were scared to death. We didn't know what to do. It paralyzed us. We were on a collapsing bridge, and we had to get to the other side and rebuild our lives and get more information and help. For us, the key was as simple as this: Patty Hatton at Muhammad Ali, Parkinson Center. Well-deserved applause. She was referred to us in a very unusual way. I thank Patty, her colleagues, the classes, the instructors, service referrals, support groups, and the outstanding Barrow medical team who've opened doors we could only have imagined. I only have 10 minutes or so to speak today. It would take hours to give you all of the details of what they've done to help us. But I will say this quickly: find your Patty if you haven't already. I was asked about best moments on our journey, and one that comes immediately to mind was finding out, getting the diagnosis. Then we knew what was wrong. Secondly, we had gone to vacation in Santa Fe this past August, and Bill was looking at a hill. It's quite hilly there. And there was a hill, and he said to me, you know, I'm watching these grandmothers walking up this hill, and it looks pretty steep. And I said, yeah. And he says, well, I don't think I could do that. And I said, well, why don't we try? Why don't we just, one morning go and see? And within a week or so, he was able to walk up Grandma's Hill. And it was a real gift to me to be able to see him not only take the challenge, but then to his satisfaction, accomplish that particular goal for himself. We also attended a local PD choir performance of Troon Tunes, which is up in Troon, that's why they have the name, at their Christmas 2017 concert. Bill was asked to sing with the group, and after the concert, each singer was asked to what was their most memorable Christmas and why. When he came to speak, it was his term, he said very clearly, being with my life partner, Dean, makes every day seem like Christmas. That one got me. It did. It did. But it was a memorable moment. You never know when they're going to tell you, right? The advice I would like to share with you is, of course, we have to maintain ourselves. And in my case, I was suffering from depression. I talked about it in other support groups, and I found that many people were experiencing depression and were doing something about it. And in my case, I did find a wonderful therapist, and I was prescribed an antidepressant medication, as was Bill. And I cannot tell you how much of a difference that has made. And I would urge you, if you are feeling, your self-talk is depressive and you're not able to get out of it, and you're saying, this is too much, I can't, I could, if. It's amazing what an antidepressant can, in many cases, do, and I urge you to do that, if that's your case. The second area that I would urge you to do is watch the maintenance of your loved one. I think the biggest thing was I would jump in and try to fix everything, because he was sick. And he was sick, but he wasn't dead. And it was robbing him of independence and his self-esteem and cognition. So I had to step back from that and say, this guy can do a lot. He will cook, and he'll ask me to help him. We work together with that, and that is our collaborative medicine, I would say. I was also speaking with Karen about something we stumbled over, which was loosely called the table. The table is a relationship maintenance tool that we use that was given to us from some friends of ours. And it's pretty simple. What it does is it formalizes the time and place where you speak in an unthreatened way with your partner. So it's a figurative or literal table. In our case, it's our living room. And we do it on a monthly basis, the 19th of the month. Time can vary and it can change if you need to, but it's a planned appointment just like any other appointment would be that you would honor. And I think that was one of the problems we were having, is that we were too busy and we would not allow ourselves that particular time. By making it an appointment, we honor that and don't schedule things over it and make that appointment. It's a comfortable space. There are no distractions, pets or mobile devices or whatever. And the goal is to communicate, first of all, what is going right. So each partner takes that turn. And we are very pleased that many things are going right. Then the second partner says what's going right, and then you've built this very positive environment. And then you say, what's going wrong? What's not going quite right? And again, this is non-threatening. It's not you didn't take the garbage out. You do the, I noticed that, dear, you weren't taking the garbage out. So it allows them that dignity and that space to also try to construct a better relationship. There is a time for rebuttal, and also we take one or two things that we want to try to correct that month, the next month. And we check in on that the next table. And I can tell you, for us, it has been terrific. We haven't had to even go to a counselor about this. It's been a journey of 10 years together now, or 13 years together now. We are here 10 years. And as I say to him, I love you more every day. So, in closing, I would like to say that I'm looking out at caregivers, all of us out here, and I am very impressed by what we've heard and seen today. It has helped me, that's for sure. We are loving, giving, caring people, both beautiful in spirit and strong in heart. We are caregivers, and we love ourselves enough to come to this summit and learn how to stay healthy in a very difficult time now and ahead. It would be wonderful if we could just say, United States government, could you please step in and take over my life? And pay for everything, and it would all be done right. It's not, at least it's not now. And so we're the ones who are picking up the heavy burden and doing it. And we do it with love and compassion. Until that day comes that it's all done for us, let us close our eyes for a moment and remember with gratitude. Each day is a gift. Each day is a gift. Each day is a gift. And you can repeat it to yourselves. Thank you.